First off, what's up? You know what I'm saying? First things first. I guess I can talk a little bit about the title for this episode, just because like it's somewhat of a new thing, um, or something that I'm trying, and that's trying to like really like lock in and like kind of like unplug in a sense. So like I recently I'll talk a little bit about it more so in the filler arc, but I recently got rid of Twitter and got rid of like Reddit on my phone. Just because I spent way too much time like on Twitter. Like I be tweeting, bro. I be tweeting sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or I just be like lost in the timeline, And it's not so much of a like a thing where it's like I'm trying to what's the word? I'm trying to uh like stop wasting so much time because Twitter is content as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely missing like whenever I have a thought, like now I have to go to my little computer to get on Twitter to tweet something. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't really be feeling like doing that. And I'll be missing like, damn, I could just tweet this out right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like as soon as the tweet comes to your brain, sometimes it can be gone just that fast. Because you just might get distracted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like I'm trying a new thing where I'm trying to like kind of like unplug from like unnecessary uh, things and like only use it like when I'm actively trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to slightly be a little bit more productive. But I might get back into that a little bit later on. But first things first, man. Welcome back to the Why I'm Geek show, man. This is episode 36, man. Episode 36. And we're going to start off this episode with a bang. But first things first, man. Let's get into the news. All right, y'all. So, big news for like the first two things that we got to talk about. First things first is Scarlett Johansson, right? So, Scarlett Johansson finally settled with Disney and Marvel in the sense, or whoever she was going up against for how the rollout for Black Widow was with Disney Plus and theaters being the whole thing. And I really am we're really starting to see like the difference now, more so like because all the movies are now coming out exclusively in theaters. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about that in a little bit with the Venom 2 release date. But, seeing this happen and her actually like being proactive and being like, nah, y'all did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to run me my bread, bro, because this is not what we had signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, we waited all this time to even do a Black Widow movie, and now you finesse the release date to promote Disney Plus, but then like, it was a whole other thing. But it's finally been settled, man. Like, I don't know when did Black Widow come out? Like summertime? You know what I'm saying? Like that was a minute ago. Like like the beginning of summer is when it around the time it came out up until now. And it's cool that she, they got this settlement. She got her bread. I don't know. It wasn't released. At least I didn't see how much she got from the settlement. But, it's probably a nice chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? But that was cool to see. And then next up, which was really cool, was seeing Venom 2 freaking go crazy in the box office. So, Venom Let There Be Carnage went for 90 plus in the box office, which is like a record for like the pandemic, and people are really going back into the theaters. Like when I went to go see it, it wasn't like a lot amount of people just because it was like the first day. You know what I'm saying? It was a Thursday. Most people probably are going on Friday to Saturdays. It's probably when it's going to be a little bit more packed. But I literally saw the first show, and it was like, it was a decent little crowd, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like the theater wasn't filled by any means, but you know what I'm saying, like they go for 90 plus, you know what I'm saying, on the box office, and that's really dope to see because Venom 2 is my favorite Marvel movie that has come out so far this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's the best, right? Not saying it's like literally the best like movie, because I still think Shang-Chi, was like was better like overall. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed Venom 2 the most. Um, but it was dope to see that. So like with Spider-Man: No Way Home coming out, Doctor Strange, like all these new movies that's coming out that are exclusive. Like, it's crazy now. I was talking to one of my friends at the actual movie theaters. Like, when they play the previews now, they literally be like exclusive only in theaters. Like, now they literally have to say that, when before, that wasn't really a thing. You know what I'm saying? So like they're kind of like getting back into the mode of like, nah, y'all gotta go to the theaters. You know what I'm saying? So it was really dope to see that. And just based off like just like the community response as well, for like those people who were not really able to go to the movies to see this. You know, that's all. It's tough. That's tough. That's tough. You gotta have to wait, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Or do what you gotta do. But I really really liked the movie, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in my weekly recap. But I also dropped a review on a Sunday, which was really weird for me. I usually don't upload on Sundays, but I really liked the movie, so I just had to get it out as soon as possible. But yeah, and then we also had some more Netflix drops, bro. So Baki dropped, Baki Hama, right? It's an anime. It was a really old school anime, but it's like they made it really up to date, with not only a new season but a whole new series. Like, before it was just Baki, now it's Baki Hama, son of Ogre. But that just released on Netflix, and it was straight. It was straight. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. But Netflix is back, bro. Netflix is back with a whole bunch of bangers. There's Dear White People that came out as well, and there's a lot. There's a lot of movies and shows that are on their way back, or finna drop this October. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then also, like, probably like the thing I'm most excited for this month is for Insecure to come out. So Insecure is in its final season, and they just dropped a trailer. I'm literally finishing up my reaction video to that trailer, and that will be out on YouTube sometime this week. But man, this season 5 gotta go crazy, bro. It has to. It has to. Based on the way the first season or the fourth season ended, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get real mixy. But they dropped the initial date for that along with a trailer, and then what I'm saying, we also got New World, which is like a newfound phenomena. Well, not newfound, because a lot of people found it during the beta stages, and like it's just like a new MMO, like open world game that is just like, it's doing numbers. It's doing numbers on Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. Just because like people are just in love with the game. I haven't played it myself, just because like that's just not my cup of tea, I guess you could say. But I can definitely appreciate it. I definitely like enjoy watching the different streams and stuff like that, just because it's just like something chill to put on the background while you're doing something else, and it's just like cool to see all the different characters and just like learning about the world and things like that. But New World is definitely dope so far from what I done seen, and it's got a really good reception, what I'm saying, from gamers and stuff like that, because for them, they just really are enjoying the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, content will come with that, even though there's a lot of content that's already out now for it. But what I'm saying, like, the main thing is the gameplay loop itself. And I always preach about that in my reviews and stuff like that. If you make that good, what I'm saying, you're gonna be in for a ride. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for that, man. I don't really got any more things listed down here for the news this week. Let's get into the weekly recap. All right, y'all, man. First things first. we got to talk about Titans. We got to talk about Titans. After the, I don't know what you would call the last episode, last week, you know, I felt like they needed to come back with something nice, bro. And they didn't really come back with nothing. I'm gonna be real. I think that I don't know what it is about DC TV shows, but they just do something that irritates me, and that's like they make each situation hard, way harder than it has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we could actually make some really dope progress, they just continue to like just add stuff onto your plate. You know, when you're like really like enjoying like the simplistic meal or whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I'm using food analogies right now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they just overcomplicating stuff. And I'm a fan of the show, obviously, but I'm just not a fan of that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you can just get lost in the mix of like what's actually happening. You know? And one thing that I definitely wanted to talk about, there's like, what's going on, team? I know you guys are enjoying the video right now, but I want to let you guys know that not only are we making videos like this every day, Monday through Friday here on YouTube, but we're streaming on Twitch. We're having these conversations. I want to see you guys in the chat so we can talk about all this stuff live, man. We got a dope community over there, and I would love you guys to join. So check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/JanatoSensei. Link is in the description. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the chat. Back to the video. There's a short little verses or whatever you want to call it, going on in the Titans core, bro, and that's between Starfire and Nightwing, because this man Nightwing, bro, I don't know, like, and I don't know if you want to call it like the donkey of the day or whatever you want to call it, but this man Nightwing has literally the worst plans I've ever seen in television, bro. Like, none of the stuff he be trying to do be making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the grand scheme of things, because I still think to this day, I've said it in another video or another podcast before, I know for sure, but I really think that, at least in this show, he gives Bruce or Batman too much credit to like thinking like there's only one way in a sense, but a lot of times like you could really keep things simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not really care about what people think like Batman does. Like, he just makes sure he gets the job done, right? But with Dick Grayson, he really, like, at least in the show, I'm not speaking towards like what happens in the comics. I know who he's supposed to be. He's just not really living up to it right now. But he's really allowing his bias towards like how Bruce did things with, you know, Gotham and stuff like that, to like really making some bad decisions for not only just the team, but just like for situations in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the last episode, them trying to turn themselves in, and then, you know, it being somewhat of a show. Like, you should know, bruh. You should know that just because Barbara Gordon is the commissioner, bro, the police got their own agenda. You know? And to them, you're a means to an end at some point. You know what I'm saying? And now you got her caught up. Now you got Barbara caught up because, you know, she shot one of her own officers. Now she don't even got her own people on her side, you know? And it's just like, there was no point in doing that, bro. All y'all had to do was go out there and try to save the city. That's all y'all had to do. You know what I'm saying? Was put in the work. Night in, night out. And then he go and say it after the fact, when his plan fails. Like, now we just gotta go back into the shadows and do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the episode, you gonna give up on Gotham itself. Like, bro, Batman would have never, bruh. Batman would have never. And it's just like, bro, that plan was horrible from the jump. Like, y'all seen it. People was talking about it while y'all was walking in, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this don't look too good. You know what I'm saying? This don't look too good. And for it to be, somewhat of a publicity stunt, there was no publicity there. There was literally just cops, just the SWAT team, you know? And granted, they all got out of there okay in a sense, but it was just like, bro, like, turning yourself in to the police ain't never really a good option, at least in this world. Like, to me at least. Like, there's no point. If you're just gonna break the rules anyway, like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And I know I went on a little rant right there, but it's just because it be frustrating me, bruh. It really do. But the next person is Starfire, and her decision making, bro. It's so like unpredictable and reckless. Like, Starfire definitely has, or Corey, however you want to, say it, because they don't really call each other by their hero names or whatever. But like, Corey really, she definitely has the highest, like, KD out of all the highest. Like, she's on the highest kill streak, bro. She be murking people for no reason. She really is too quick to, like, set stuff on fire. And I know her name is Starfire, so, like, what do you expect? But it's just like, dang, like, she don't be thinking. She just be acting, bro. She just be acting on pure instinct. And now that has bit her in the butt, because now she done lost her powers. I don't know if she's gonna be able to find a way to get them back, maybe through Raven, because Raven's back and stuff like that. But I don't know, bro. Like, it's just her like decision making to me is not there. But she's like a good leader. She can inspire people. But as of right now, like, she's kind of just like a loose cannon. Like, you don't know who she gonna blow up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little wild. It's a little wild, and it's a little bit hypocritical in some points. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm more in agreement with Blackfire in the way that she's moving, even though she's moving real dirty right now. But, like, at least she's thorough. At least she's consistent. Like, with Starfire, you don't know who you're gonna get sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it for Titans. That's all I really got. I'm excited to see Donna join the team again, because she just got back to Gotham, and we already seen Raven found Beast Boy. So, that's cool. But I don't know, bruh. We're gonna have to see how this joint ends, because right now it's looking real wonky. Next up, Squid Game. So I have not finished Squid Game personally. I'm on like the 4th episode, I think. And I like it. I'm gonna be real. I like it, but for me, I don't know if it's because, like, I waited to like, I didn't wait. I was just watching other stuff. I was in the middle watching other stuff. And I kind of got spoiled on, like, what the show is about. But to me, the games are not the interesting part right now. Like, because, it's a simple concept of, if you don't complete the game, you get murked. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's the initial shock value of what happened. But, I didn't seen, not I didn't say, I could say I seen worse, but it just, with anime, stuff like that kind of happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's crazy to see it happen in live action, of course, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm more so into, like, the detective side of things, and like trying to figure out, like, what's really happening. Is this just like a crazy social experiment, or is this like, who's pulling the strings? It's like, those are my questions right now. You know what I'm saying? Not so much like what these games are, and, like, I get the concept, and I'm trying to move past that. I'm more interested in, like, what's the overall goal at this point, because obviously I don't think nobody gonna end up with the money. I might be wrong, because I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but you know what I'm saying, that's just how I'm feeling right now. I definitely understand why it's going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. It's just it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and the episodes are super long. Maybe I'm jaded just because I've been watching, like, Star Wars Visions, and, like, those are really short episodes. But I'm I'm just weird when it comes to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause like even like I'm realizing now, I like, at least because of the way I make content, I like the drip feed, if that makes sense. Like getting an episode a week. I like that method because it allows me to really ponder and question what's actually happening, rather than just being able to go right through the show and then it be over. I still get that little anxious feeling of it's like, dang, I don't want this show to be over, or I don't want this game to be over. I'm gonna wait to finish it because I just don't want the experience to be gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that. I don't know, but I'm gonna finish it regardless. Y'all probably get a review like maybe sometime next week. But I'm enjoying it so far. Next thing I got is Baki. So, like I was saying earlier, Baki is an anime that I think is like I think is top tier. Um, as far as like, I don't know, not like in an all time sense, but it's just like one of those animes that really got me into anime. Like had me searching for new ones type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like the OG one, like the OG one, not the Netflix series, but the OG one, you know, that joint was vicious. And even the ones that they have now are a lot more. Are I can't say they're a lot more vicious, but they're more visually, I guess, disturbing than the original one. Um, but like after finishing it, bro, I'm really like looking at this season compared to the first season. Um, this season didn't hit like the first one did, you know. And maybe it's because a lot more stuff happened, and this was like kind of in a singular place. Um, but this season was important because you know, it's starting to lead us up to what we all want to see, which is Baki going up against his dad. That's what we all want to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's taking his time. He's making his strides to, you know, do what he has to do to prepare for this fight. But for me, it's not so much like what happens in the actual fights, because the animation style for this is a lot more sound effects and a lot more visual like things than actual like choreography. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of like stuff that's in like slow motion, or split second actions that are happening. It's just like very descriptive and really cool to see. And then they really break down the philosophy and just like the techniques that are being displayed on the screen, so we can really understand what's happening. Because like if you take all of that out and just look at the fights for what it is, like there's a lot of jump cuts. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that that didn't happen in the past, but it was like very, very apparent in this one. And I don't have a reason why. I don't have like a solution to like what they could have done better based on like, just the whole ordeal. But, you know, as long as this transitions us into him actually be able to fight his dad, that's what I want to see. Honestly, that's really what I want to see. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Let's get into some what if stuff, man. So what if came out as usual, you know what I'm saying, on a Wednesday. And it was Age of Ultron. You know what I'm saying? And Ultron go crazy. Like I didn't Now I don't know if all this stuff is super canon in a sense, but being able to break the fourth wall or fourth dimension is no small feat, bro. And to think that it's all because he didn't get his body is kind of crazy. Like all of this happened because, Vision as we know it became a thing. So if that wasn't the case and we were like going through the world like how it is now, it's just like, bro, like that would suck. Like Like at the end of the day, that would be horrible, bruh. But it was dope to see this joint visualize and realize, because like, you know, before this, we've only really had, I guess, like comics and just like situations where, you know, we got a glimpse of like what it could look like, right? But with this joint, we got to see what it really would be like. You know what I'm saying? And initially, I thought personally that, you know, it was going to be more of a save the planet type of thing. But like with this Vision Ultron, like, or Ultron Vision, whatever you want to call it, with the Infinity Stones, is built different, bro. Because, you know, he's literally destroying worlds. You know, like I thought initially he just wanted to get rid of the humans and let like nature thrive on its own, but nah, he's like out here going crazy. And then to see like all the people that he's fought, right, up until he fought the Watcher, which is something I never thought I would see. You know, like he dealt with Thanos in a millisecond, bro. Like he dealt with Captain Marvel, like literally blew up like a sun or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even Captain Marvel, who was supposed to be like the strongest Avenger, bro, couldn't even do nothing to him. And now this is like with the Infinity Stone boost up, but still, it's just like, dang, if Captain Marvel, like the ultimate trump card, like can't beat him, it's just like, damn, we looking real crazy right now. You know, and based on like what happened in the last episode of like how we're supposed to be able to use this virus, I don't know if a virus is going to be enough. Because why can't he just use the, you know, Infinity Stones to make a reality where that virus doesn't take an effect? You know, so it's just like, I don't know. And if now he's in the place where the Watcher lived and watched everything happen in all the different universes, who's to say he can't see what's actually happening right now with Black Widow? Like, who's to say like he's just not gonna be able to just, you know, peek what's going on and get rid of him real quick? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I really want a second season. I wanted to continue these stories because it's just interesting to see, you know. And with animations, you can do a lot more. You can hold a lot more stuff down, and it look good, and it makes sense, and it's just like a dope thing. Next up, bro. So, let's stick with some Marvel stuff. So, I've also watched the first season of Captain Carter. This is something that I said I was gonna watch after watching like the first episode of What If and seeing Captain Carter as, you know, Captain America in this. But it's not Captain Carter, not season 1 of Captain Carter, but season 1 of Agent Carter, I should say. I'm on season 2 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the show. For me, more so, it's not so much of like what's actually going on, you know, because it's cool to see Tony. I mean, it's cool to see Howard Stark. It's cool to see like Jarvis. You know, it's cool to see just like that whole thing. But like, you know, the era, I'm just not, like it's not my era in time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, secret agent stuff is always gonna be cool things to see in my book. But with that show, for me, what's the coolest things is to see the callbacks. So like seeing Roxxon, like seeing where Roxxon started, you know, that's a big part of the Miles Morales game, the Miles Morales Marvel Spider-Man game. Like seeing that and it just being shown, it's just like, you know, just this smaller company back in the day, and seeing all the different inventions that, you know, Howard Stark was able to make, just to see the beginning of Stark Industries and just how technology evolved and just, you know, how they moved back then. That's pretty much like where my enjoyment comes from, you know what I'm saying, personally. And just seeing Jarvis too. Jarvis is like that as well. But that's pretty much it for my Marvel stuff. The last thing I want to talk about is Insecure. And I kind of talked about it earlier, right? Because they dropped the initial trailer. But I can't even, oh man, I know this is a podcast and you're supposed to explain and talk about stuff, but I can't even really do that with this show, because there's so much that has happened like over the 4 seasons, and to say that is about to end and we're going to get a finale where there's not going to be no loopholes, it's not going to get canceled, none of that stuff. It's done, it's finished. Like, this is a major milestone, bro, like for the culture in general, bro, because this is just the beginning. Insecure was the first one, you know what I'm saying, of the Issa Rae empire of stuff. And then now we got shows, she stepped into different spaces like Sweet Life with the reality TV, you know what I'm saying, and there's more to come with like music and podcasting and a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. But to see like the baby of everything finally grow up, and now it's like about to be done. Like, I don't know where I'm going with that, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm super hyped for it. I think because of like a lot of the friendships, or maybe not a lot, but like they're all like kind of estranged. Like Issa and Molly are kind of back strong again. But you know, for them it was real rocky going into the final season. They kind of made it up at the end, but seeing that, and then seeing Lawrence, and his baby mama, seeing how that's gonna go, and the whole San Francisco thing, and it's just like Stanford. Now they adding Stanford, right? But then we still got Kelly, and I forgot the other girl name, but the girl that had, you know, postpartum, she was like real sad and stuff like that. The one that had the baby, I forgot her name, but they not even cool right now, you know. So it's just like, bro, it's crazy. And Issa's still trying to find her way, you know, as far as like her work and the things that she's doing outside of just being a Lyft driver and stuff like that. And it's just like all the love triangles. Like there was moments in the trailer where we saw, you know, not only Lawrence but the barber. I forgot his name. I can't think of it right now. But the dude that looked like Common. It's gonna be weird, bro. It's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be good. And I'm excited to see all the different callbacks that they might do. Whether it's just like little mechanics, like Issa talking to herself in the mirror. Like, I always think that's funny. And just like, I'm just excited to see how it ends, bro. Because once it ends, now we have a complete finished piece of work, and we can go back to it. Like, we don't have to. That's the thing about content that I love, bro. Like, you can watch it as many times as you want, bro. As many times as you want. And that's the beauty of streaming. So, just because the season's about to end, it don't mean that this is where Insecure ends, or like, you know, we don't know what could be birthed out of this series. We already seen a couple things, you know. But to me, it's more than a TV show. I'm gonna be real. It's more than a TV show. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for my weekly recap. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of all these trailers, and just like, you know, what you're most excited to see in Insecure. Because I'm a definitely be having a watch party, bro. Like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna live react to that drink, like how we do a lot of different stuff. But I'm geek, bro. I'm geek, and I'm tired. I'm tired right now. So like, if you're looking at the visuals, it might not seem like that, but you know what I'm saying, that on it. Trust me. Like, if you don't believe me, look at my reaction trailer. Look at my reaction to the trailer, bro. Y'all see it in there. But let's get into the filler arc for this week. It's not much, but you know, I just want to talk about a little bit of stuff, and I'm excited to talk about it. So let's get into the filler arc. Alright, y'all, man, this is the last segment of the show, and first thing I want to talk about, man, is 2K, bro. I've really been enjoying this game, 2K22. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I don't know, bro. I'm just playing it because I like to play. Maybe that's why. I'm playing for Detroit. Like, they're not a really good team. We're making our way to, like, I'm not OP at all. I'm only like a 68, bro. But I mean, I'm not playing on the highest difficulty either. You know, because I'm just playing for fun right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I look at it is, as I progress in my career, I'm gonna up the difficulty. Because even now, bro, I'm only a 68. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the point of me playing on Hall of Fame? For them just to cheat? Like, I can't, like, for to play on Hall of Fame, like, you need to really have those badges up, and not only just the badges, but your attributes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just really crazy. I'm really liking like the style that I'm playing, like the style of game that I'm playing. And just once I get all my animations down and everything is like looking really nice, it's gonna be fun. I got my first shoe contract in that joint. You know, I went with Adidas, which is not my normal thing, but I want to try something different. I've never really ran with Adidas like that, so be able to do that and then be able to create my own shoe or like do whatever and then maybe switch shoes. I don't know. We'll see down the line. But I don't want to just do what I always do. You know, I want to switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I might stay in Detroit the whole time, bro. The whole time. That'd be crazy. But like, I want to see, because like, I feel like I can already tell the impact that I'm making on my teammates, because my teammates are getting better. Like, the more and more I'm playing, they're like on hot streaks because I'm playmaking and you know, getting them and finding them in their spots. And even when we have injuries, bro, like the team is just stepping up, and we're not like in first place or nothing, bro. We're like in the middle of the pack now. We started off at the bottom, you know, but now that I got more minutes, I'm starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, we end every game. If we not winning, we blowing them out, or you know what I'm saying, like, we gonna try our best to win in the end, because in some moments, like literally the first game I started, bro, we played against Golden State, got bodied, bro. Clay gave us 69, bro. And I wasn't even guarding Clay, so I couldn't even do nothing about it. Like, Steph and Clay was just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was just sitting there. My guy was just sitting in the corner, wasn't doing nothing. You know? And I was just like, damn, like, we getting cooked right now. And then it's like no way for me to really, really switch like that, unless it's like in transition, and then I could stick with them. But I was like trying to fight back. I was trying my best, bro. But they kept running the same play, and we could not stop it. We could not stop it, bro. And I'm like, bro, Clay built different. Clay built different. I'm excited to see Clay play actually in real life. Hopefully, they were saying like maybe Christmas time is when he'll come back. We'll have to see though. They also started the preseason game. So the Nets played the Lakers, I seen, and they won that game. But you know, obviously, like, all the stars didn't play. But it's preseason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for the actual season to start. But yeah, man, it's really dope. Sticking on to sports, my Cowboys are putting in work right now. I ain't gonna say where we going because I don't want to jinx nothing, but they playing real good right now. You know what I'm saying? And as like a long time Cowboys fan, bro, it's just a nice change of pace, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, like in years past, you know, it's always something that happened, bro, to where it's like, damn, I'm excited. Beginning of the year, we're doing all right. Then something happened. But this year, I feel like we can do it, bro. I feel like we can do it. And I'm saying we because it's we. I don't care what none of y'all say. It's we. I'm gonna watch my highlights in peace. You know what I'm saying? But Cowboys going crazy. The Cowboys are going crazy. The last thing I want to talk about today, because I already talked about like the title and why it's called Unplugged, but the last thing I want to talk about is some creative stuff. So recently, over the last week, you know me, I'm always testing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I've tried, like, I got multiple Instagrams, and I've been trying to post more. Right? So in that sense, like, I've been posting on the same picture, same content on multiple like pages. And I'm finding out that don't really work, because from that standpoint, it was more of a convenience type of thing, because like the content I was going to put on there was like it was going to end up on there anyway. But now the approach I'm gonna take into it is like I'm gonna focus on carousels, which is like having all those pictures back to back. So like throughout the week, all that content will just get put together in one thing, and then people gonna be able to just swipe, 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 swipe. That's what I'm gonna go for that. But I want to continue to put out more stuff, more TikToks, more everything, and we're gonna get there, bro. We're gonna get there. It's not gonna happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to rush. I'm still building out my templates and all that, and just really just the way I think, honestly, because anything could end up being content. But it's just like once you really start putting in that practice, you start seeing stuff more. You know what I'm saying? And seeing more opportunities for like content pieces that you might not normally see. So I'm just trying to not only just get used to that, but just get used to just being on my schedule, bro. You know what I'm saying? And working around that, because I really like, and I feel I know one day I'll be on a good schedule, but at this point in time, I'm more so focused on getting the content out, and then also making sure that it's the best that I can make. I don't want to just be putting something out just to put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that anymore. So just be on the lookout for some more dope stuff. Figured out captions. It's just like a whole bunch of little stuff that you might not necessarily notice right away. But once you start getting put together, it's gonna be dope, bro. So that's pretty much it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you haven't already, I know it's late in the podcast, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this on YouTube, rate the podcast, subscribe on whatever audio platform that you're listening to this on. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you guys want to catch this live, check out the Twitch stream. Check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/JanatoSensei. We do this live on Mondays, and then the actual podcast episodes will drop on Wednesday. So I appreciate y'all nonetheless, and I'm holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy, you know the vibes. Always keep growing, so go on speed. Boy G, I'm gone. Peace.
Dang, I know they like that video, bruh. That's crazy. I can't wait to see the comment. Whoa, what are you still doing here? Well, since you're here, you might as well hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because if you didn't, what are we really here for? If you're still here at this point, you probably still want to know and talk more about it. So come through on the Twitch stream, man. Twitch.tv/JanatoSensei. I want to see you in the chat. Let me know you came from YouTube, and we could talk about today's video, discuss anime, movies, films. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Wait, that's still not it? Oh, I know what it is. You was wondering about this drip right here. Well, you can check that out on IG, Growth Apparel. That's Growth Apparel, GRWTH. It's on the screen right now. So go copy you a tee, man. I'm gonna see y'all in chat. I'm gonna see y'all in these comments. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all already know I rocks with you, bro. I'm out of here. You still here? Ah, y'all gang.